Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday, June 13th, 2019. We're going to talk about possible false flags. Is what's going on a possible false flag? So stay tuned for that. We're going to jump into that topic in just a moment. I wanted to talk about this weather. It's very strange now. It rained literally all day long, and probably an hour ago it cleared up to like it is now, and now the sun is out. Very, very bizarre, but it's rained all day long. Very overcast, very dark, and now the sun is out. So, I mean, who knew? It's just very, very interesting weather. And you can hear the neighbor's dogs barking. Alright, so let's get into the topic. False flag or not false flag, okay? We've talked about this recently. Talked about to watch out for a possible false flag to pull us into a conflict. Because we got to remember, guys, war is money, okay? I want you to remember that. War is big business. The economy will thrive if we're at war. It's just a weird thing that happens. It's how it goes. But that is definitely something that happens when you have a conflict. And then, of course, the rich get richer. And the middle class and the poor, their children go off and fight these wars. So it's not the rich people's kids that won't be doing it, it'll be our kids. So that's something to think about as well. But, okay, so Gulf of Oman, over 2 oil tankers were attacked this morning. And of course, we had the United States already saying it was Iran that did it. They're blaming Iran for that attack, and also the attacks from last month as well. So, sorry, there was a hair on there. So anyway, so they're blaming Iran already. Saying that they're acting in an aggressive manner, and that we will defend our interest in that region. So it's almost as if we are itching to get into a fight. And of course, that they're going to blame Iran right off the bat. I'm telling you guys, when I say this, Iran, the normal, regular people of Iran do not want a conflict with the United States of America. They're, for the most part, you're going to see your radicals, of course, in every region of the world. I mean, if you get to go to the right places in this country, you're going to see radicals that are going to hope for the downfall of the United States. So, you put the camera in the right spot at the right time, you're going to get what you want as far as a reaction from the people, supposedly. So, but I think for the most part, the Iranian people just want to be like us, to live in peace and to be left alone. I think most Americans want that as well. You have, obviously, your people that want to have a conflict. They want to have some kind of an issue. And, so that is why you're seeing this being portrayed as it is. Now, I don't know all the facts, and I'm going to be honest, I don't. Could it have been Iran? It's a possibility. But there's that old saying, why would you poke the bear? Okay, if that bear's asleep, you're not going to go up there with a stick and start poking him and whacking him in the head and saying, this bear's not going to attack me. This bear's not going to hurt me. I've been poking this bear for a while. Eventually, that bear's going to wake up and he's going to attack you. So that's one analogy if you want to look at it that way. And so I personally don't believe that this was done by Iran, because it would be foolish. It would just be foolish to do that, okay? So anyway, but of course, our government is portraying that this is, yes, a fact that they did this. So they're going to do what they're going to do. So how does that affect all of us, okay? We don't need to be drawn into a world conflict. That would be a very, very bad thing. I don't think people realize how truly bad these type of situations can turn into really, really quickly. These things can escalate out of hand very, very quickly, and not in a good way. When you have, China is getting a lot of their oil from Iran, and I know that Russia, they do exports with Iran as well. So, there's definitely things to pay attention to and to watch out for. But, so I want to ask you guys, do you think this is a false flag? Do you think that this is really truly an attack on oil tankers by Iran to escalate things in the region over there. And so I think that, like I said, I believe that it's you know, we're looking for any excuse at all to go in there and whip some butt. And I don't think that would, like I said, I don't think that would be a good thing. If we get into a world conflict, guys, you know, it would not be good. It would not be good for anybody around the world. And so, as I have said in the past, the time to get ready was yesterday. Okay, if you are not prepared, you're going to be in danger. And being prepared is a smart thing to do. Being ready for whatever is coming is definitely a smart thing to do. Gardening, doing your gardens, doing, you know, getting your supplies ahead. You know, again, I've talked about as little as having a 2-week supply of food and water available to you. You are in a better situation than 95% of the people in this country. I mean, if you think about that in a realistic manner, I mean, that's huge. That gives you that little bit of an advantage. Now, the more prepared you are above and beyond that, it gives you even more of an advantage. So, you know, either bugging in or bugging out, you know, having food and water, and, you know, having fresh food and water is going to make a big difference in your chances of survival in a coming event. So, again, depending on what would happen, where an attack would be, and those type of things, all those things go into play. But if you don't think, guys, that in the United States there are sleeper cells in this country, then you are delusional, because there definitely are. There are people that are here that want to do nothing but harm to the United States and bring her downfall down, okay? So they don't have good intentions for us here, and they're waiting for that opportunity to do what they want to do. And if a major event happened, definitely I would not be surprised if we had major attacks from within the United States by these sleeper cells, if you will, causing havoc and chaos and causing panic. And so those are things I want you to think about. Again, when I talk to you guys and tell you to prepare, you know, do it. I'm not just talking just to hear myself talk. I'm really not. I'm not trying to do scare tactics with anybody. You know, I'm really believe that we need to be prepared as much as we possibly can be. And so the better prepared we are, the better our chances are. So if you can be ready for what's coming, then, you know, give yourself every advantage that you possibly can. Because, like I said, once something happens, guys, it's too late to go to the store at that point. You might get lucky and be able to go and get some stuff at that point, but then you might not be. And I don't want to be in a situation where I'm fighting the masses for, you know, a can of pork and beans. I don't want to be in that position. I want to be in a position where I can sit back and go, okay, this is what's going on, and now we need to react to, or act accordingly. And so you want to put yourself in that better position. And that's important to remember. We really want to do that, because it's like, bad things are coming, guys. I feel it in my bones. And so, you know, stock up on your food, stock up on your water preparation, stock up on having enough water. And again, depending on where you are in the country, make sure you're able to purify your water. If you have access to a lot of water, that's great, but you want to make sure you're going to be able to purify that water. So those things are going to be really important. So, like I said, these type of things, they're very concerning. They're definitely things to keep an eye on. Could be a false flag to make an excuse to put us in a situation that we really don't want to be in. And the sun's right in my eyes too now. That's crazy. But anyway, you know, we actually, you know, we're doing pretty well today solar-wise. It's even with all the rain, I think we were still at like 2.5 kilowatts, or 2.5 kilowatts for the day. So we're not doing too badly. Now that the sun is out, now it's beating on the panels, we're definitely getting more. Chickens are doing great. We ended up with 3 eggs today. Went in there and fed them. And because it was raining all day, I did not end up doing anything else outside today. I had some other things I was doing today. But anyway, guys, I just want you to be cautious, be prepared, be ready as much as you can be. Now is the time not to panic. I don't want you to panic, okay? I want you to think rationally and plan accordingly. Get your canned goods, get your long-term food storage, your beans, your rice, your wheat, your corn. Get that stuff in place. Also, you want to make sure that you're going to have, like I said, your freeze-dried foods as well. Your long-term freeze-dried food storage. Really good thing. Having that combination of the different things is going to make a big difference. Make sure you have your spices. Make sure you have your honey, your sugar, all those type of things that you're not going to be able to get after an SHTF event. So anyway, guys, on that note, I'm going to jump off here from now. I definitely want to hear your feedback. I do read every comment, guys. I really do. So I might not answer them all. I don't really have the time to answer everything anymore. But I'll go in there and I'll try to answer a couple. So anyway, guys, remember, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. Also remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen around the world. So it's really important that we tell those people that we care about every day how we feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. If you work methodically at it, you will get there, okay? Stay positive. Try to stay away from negativity. It's the best way to go. There's Mr. Buddy rubbing on me down here. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? You're a good kitty. Alright, guys. On that note, I will jump off of here, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now. Yeah. How are you? Good boy.